Hello friends, welcome to your December reading for Libra. Let's see what December has in store for you. Okay. We got 4, I'll take them. This looks like it's going to be a heavy month for you, Libra. We have the 5 of Swords in reverse. 3 of Swords. Did I say swords? I meant 5 of Wands in reverse. 3 of Swords. And then, the World with Justice in reverse. Justice is your energy in the reverse. Sometimes that just tells me that you're feeling a little topsy-turvy. You're not quite yourself. Okay, so with this 5 of Wands in reverse, in the upright, it's a card of conflict. You can see that they're fighting. In the reverse, it's almost like you are avoiding that conflict. It's drawing me right to the 3 of Swords, so it could very well be that these two are connected. But the 3 of Swords, that's like, it's heartbreak. I'm not sensing this in the romantic way, like for all of you. It can be. The 3 of Swords does often point for me to like a more romantic heartbreak and on that side, but in this reading, it just, even if it was with a romantic partner, it's just that it's sad. It's sad that you are breaking away from them. I don't know. I don't want to say it like that. That sounds like you need to break away kind of a thing. But the separation is painful. Whether that be a breakup that happened a little while ago, or just that you are both coming into this separation right now. And with the idea that both of these are tied together, this is like you've been avoiding it. So if that's something that you guys are coming into right now, and that's a situation that you're approaching in your present day, it could be that you've just been avoiding them altogether, not wanting to talk about it. If you don't acknowledge it, the problem's not there. That's not how it works in real adult life. So you can't avoid it forever. If it's something that happened in the past and this separation has been going on for a while, whatever that means to you, I'm not going to set a time period on that, but if this separation isn't in the now and it was in the past, it could be that you're avoiding dealing with your feelings about it. And that keeps you from moving on. It feels like that combination here and this idea of just avoiding that pain, however that's presenting in your situation, that's going to keep you stuck. It's going to keep you right where you've been, and where you've been hasn't really been that great. I know that it can be scary to think about what's next when you're in this kind of situation and you're feeling this kind of pain. But I want you to acknowledge, because I don't think you have, acknowledge that it wasn't good. It hasn't been good. So it's not something that you want to stay stuck in, okay? As painful as it is, it's only going to continue being painful so long as you avoid dealing with it, okay? Now, seeing in the 3rd position, the World combined with Justice in reverse. Again, I kind of talked about how justice can be this feeling, justice in reverse, because it is Libra. It's Libra's card in the deck. And I know there's others that can be tied and all of that, but for me, especially as a reader, justice has always signified Libra. And when it appears in the reverse in a Libra reading, for me, it just signifies that, like, you haven't been feeling yourself. You haven't been yourself. And it might be that that's been the case for a long time. Again, whatever that time period means for you. Maybe that means a few weeks. Even a couple of days when you're not feeling yourself, that can feel like an eternity sometimes. It feels like seeing this combination in that third position, it feels like the world is moving on without you. I don't know how else to say that. It's like the world keeps spinning, right? There was this completion of a thing, or there is this completion of a thing, which could be some kind of a relationship, right? Romantic or not. It has come to an end, and the world keeps turning, and you are just kind of lost in the sauce. You're not feeling yourself. Maybe you don't know who you are without that person or those people or whatever your situation might be, right? And sometimes that gives us the opportunity to re-find who we are, because we're constantly changing too, right? So sometimes when we get into these situations and it feels like the bottom just drops out and we don't know who we are or what we're doing or where we're going, it gives us an opportunity to start fresh and figure that out. Because maybe in going through the motions in the past and in that prior situation, we just got to a point where we were playing a role or going through the motions. Not to say that you weren't being genuine, because you probably were being genuine in who you were in that moment. But now you can be driven by yourself and figure out what your desires are outside of that situation and without the influence of the other people who were involved. So know that opportunity is there. Okay. Whew, a lot to work through for you there. I'll be interested to see what we find out in the extended. But for now, let's go ahead with an advice card. Just in case you don't follow us over to the extended. Us, me, whatever. In case this is where we part ways. I always like to leave you with some kind of advice that might help you here. Yeah, it might be a little heavier of a month, but especially with the holidays here, it gives us an opportunity too to just sit back and try different things or new things, or lean into some things that have maybe been put on the back burner. You know, sometimes when we are in those intense relationships or whatever, other things fall to the side. So maybe you have an opportunity this December to reconnect with your family and or friends or whoever. But with the holidays, there are so many opportunities in that realm anyways. So keep your eyes open, and maybe it gives you the excuse to invite a bunch of people over, right? Or a person or whatever. But there are a lot of excuses right now to celebrate. And even if it's only superficial and it feels like you're just going through the motion, it can still be a good practice to seize those moments. Because once the holidays pass, you know, We just don't have that many opportunities anymore. At least that's how it feels, especially when you're in these kinds of spaces. So seize the day, my friend. Live Wire. This is the Oracle of E deck. Kind of cool. But the card that came out for you is Live Wire. There's a 35 at the top, so maybe that is significant to you. Live Wire, again, I mean, it's bringing me back to this idea of opportunities. So, yes, you are feeling the pain. You are feeling this distance in the separation. And you are feeling where everything is moving on around you while you are stuck or lost or whatever. But there are opportunities. Again, you have to grab them though. So Live Wire, whenever I pull this card, I have this like visual of actual live wires on the ground, just kind of bouncing around or whatever. But they are live, and if you grab them, you're going to get shocked. Not to say that life is going to shock you by its opportunities here. It could surprise you. But what stands out to me most in that visualization is just the pure, raw energy that's available. It's all around us at any time. And even when we are feeling pain, hurt, disappointment, sadness, that whole range on that end of the spectrum, we still have available to us this whole set of energy, all different kinds of energy. And they're live and they're ready to go. All we have to do is reach out. Or at least stay open for when we're not paying attention and they happen to touch us, right? It can be exhilarating. All right. With that, stay safe with your live wires. If this is where we part ways, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. If you are interested in the extended reading, that's going to be over on Patreon, and it should be available right now. So if you're interested, head on over. I tried to keep the cost low so that it is available to everyone. This month, instead of doing bi-monthly readings, and last month I was only able to do one also, I will have at least 2 meditations that will be coming available. And I have some other stuff in the works. I'm just not sure about timing. So come with me on the journey and we'll see how it goes. Again, I tried to keep it very affordable. So I hope to see you over there. But regardless, whether I do or not, thank you again. I love you lots, and I hope your December is amazing.